at Williston. For my Williston Scholars Project, I wrote an original one-act play titled As the Sun Comes Up, which was inspired by the events of the Pulse shooting in Orlando. However, I want to emphasize that none of the events or characters have been taken directly from that tragedy, and the play is purely fictional. I also want to give a quick content warning for the violence that this play discusses, and let you know that this reading you're about to hear is a short abridged excerpt of the full play to give a preview of what the full play conveys. Thank you.
There is no curtain. The stage remains lit as the audience sits. We see a storage closet in the middle of the stage. Everyone runs into the closet. We hear someone yell, "He had a gun!" Then blackout and silence.
Fraud.
I don't know how it happened. I don't even remember who spoke first. But suddenly, we were introducing ourselves. Maybe it was the fear, the thought that these people could be the last faces we would ever see. Maybe it was our last chance to share the secrets and the stories we were holding on to. For me, it was just that the silence was too much.
The characters introduce themselves. Val and Calvin debate who is in charge. The group makes small talk as they build a barrier in front of the door. As Kira worries about what is happening outside, Val suggests a distraction of a game of poker. They play a few rounds. Mateo beats Calvin. Mateo's phone starts to ring loudly. Everyone turns to him. He fumbles and is trying to turn it off as everyone berates him.
Turn that thing off.
Mateo, you can't be that loud.
Silent, Jesus!
Wait. Oh, I have service, guys, I have service. Mateo, can I call Julie?
I need to call my parents.
I have to let the rest of the force know what's going on in here.
Can we look at the news? Can we please see what's going on? Everyone, stop!
He sends a text message to Evan. Everyone grabs for the phone, fighting over it. Calvin ends up with the phone. The service is back out.
God damn it, the bar's gone.
How could you have been so selfish?
We all have people we need to reach.
Mateo was the selfish one. He was the only person who even got to use the phone. And I wasn't any more selfish than the rest of you either. You all reached for it. I was just the strongest one.
Of course you were, Calvin. You're the strong police officer sent to protect us. Well, guess what? We don't feel any safer with you here.
I hope you realize that your presence is a danger to all of us. Do you know what police officers do to people like me?
Or people like me?
Or me?
And me.
Never done anything like that. So just like you.
Are you visibly queer? Do you walk down the street in fear? Do you dress or look any different from your average straight white man? I don't think you understand what it's like to be like us. You have the power here.
Don't make me the bad guy for caring about justice. For caring about enforcing the law, for protecting Americans.
And what about non-Americans?
What do you mean?
What would you do if I said I was undocumented, Calvin? Would you still care about protecting me? I live every single day afraid. God, I can't even have a normal night with my boyfriend without worrying about people like you, Calvin, trying to protect the American people.
That last part is bullshit, Mateo, and you know it. You can't blame your toxicity on fear. You left Evan on the dance floor, plain and square, and now you feel guilty about it?
Yeah, I feel guilty as fuck. What am I supposed to do about it now, when we're locked in this storage closet and he's on the other side?
I would have never let him go. You didn't deserve him, Mateo, and he still chose you.
Stop fighting about Evan. We could die tonight, and you want to fight over a guy? I haven't even gotten to talk to my parents.
No one cares about your stupid, rich parents. You want to tell them who you are. We all want that. And not all of us have parents to tell.
He wasn't just a guy, Scarlett. Maybe you're too young to know anything about real relationships.
I'm too young? He's plenty old enough. And he doesn't know anything about relationships either. He hasn't even told anyone he's gay.
I'm not like you guys. I'm trying to preserve my job here, my real important job. The one where I save people's lives.
You don't think I work to save people's lives every day? You don't think that having a place to come and know you're not alone is a form of protection way better than any taser or gun?
I'm just doing the best that I
There is a loud knock on the door, rattling the storage closet walls. Everyone comes together to protect each other. Silence.
Oh my god.
He could have come in here. He could have broken down the door.
He didn't.
I can't stop imagining what would have happened.
There are so many things we never said that never would have been said.
I think we all have something we never told anyone. Everybody does.
We might as well tell each other now, in case no one gets to hear it. Right, Kelvin?
I'm not sure I want to do that.
Okay, I'll just go first. Show you how it's done. I want to be a tattoo artist.
That's it? That's your deep dark secret that you need to tell in case you die tonight?
It's important. I'm supposed to be a businessman, like my dad and my brothers. And even if I was accepted as a trans woman, I would be fulfilling the housewife role by making sandwich platters for the men coming back from golf and for our garden parties. But I've dreamt of this for so long.
My girlfriend Julie's sister is a tattoo artist in town. I can look into if she does apprenticeships. If you want, that is.
I would love that, like, so much.
So you all heard me talk about Julie. Too much, I think. I usually talk about her too much. But it's just because I love her so much. And anyways, I was planning, or thinking about it, that I wanted to propose to her. So I guess that's my secret. I've actually had this ring for about 15 years. I got it the week after I met her. I just knew that she was the person I needed. But I've been scared. I've been cowardly, honestly. I felt like I wasn't enough for her.
If we're on the subject of love,
It's fine. Yeah.
I guess it's not really a secret then, but I really loved Evan too. I did. Even if I didn't realize it or I wasn't willing to admit it. It's scary for me. Relationships, friendships. I always feel like people aren't really seeing me. They're just looking, you know? But besides, it's not gonna happen.
Why not?
He is. And I think I know his boyfriend well enough to trust him.
I'm really sorry. If I really lied.
It's okay. It's okay. You were being awful, but you were kind of right. I closed myself off for so long. I thought I could do everything on my own, but I can't. I think I need to focus on making a few real friends before I jump headfirst into a romance.
You've already gotten past step 1. 4 friends, to be exact.
That's true. And since we're all friends, I think this means free drinks for life. And I've heard you make a mean hibiscus smash, so.
That's true. Okay, if I give you free drinks, you better teach me how to play poker so I can beat you.
Hey, don't say that in front of the owner.
I don't know, guys. I feel like you know all about my secrets already. I've told you all more than most of my friends have ever heard about my life. It's so weird to think that only a few hours ago we were strangers, dancing together in a club, and now it's like...
We're bound for life.
Maybe that's a little too cheesy or, like, dark. But I think it's got truth. And anyways, I'm just grateful, I think, to be alive, to be myself, to be open.
Your immigration status doesn't make you who you are, Mateo. I know it's a big part of your life, and it matters a lot, but who you really are is a kind and funny and smart kid who deserves so much more than what you've been given.
You deserve more than people like me act. I never thought about it before. Never thought about how...
Privileged you are?
Yeah, I know.
Calvin, come on. You're the only one left. You can trust us.
I can't say it.
Why, Calvin? You've all been vulnerable. I promise it'll feel better off your chest.
It feels like tonight is my fault. I mean, I didn't shoot up the place or anything, but I was supposed to be on shift tonight. I switched with one of the other guys. It was my buddy Ted, actually. Ted and I go way back. We went to high school together. My girlfriend loves him the way that straight women love to love gay men, but I think that I love him too. Now he's out there, putting himself in danger in my place. I should have been out there.
You should tell him.
Yeah, Mateo's right. You have to take all the chances you have. I mean, there's no way I can look at life the same again. It's always going to feel like a gift.
So that means you're going to do it, right?
Propose? Hell yes. I've wasted enough years being afraid.
An offstage voice is heard. Police! Open up! We've got the shooter. We're evacuating the building.
I think I know that voice. Oh my god, it's Ted. I know it's Ted.
Like Ted? The secret love Ted?
Yes, that Ted. We've got to get out of here.
Wait!
I'm telling the truth.
I know, it's just you forgot your pepper spray.
Mateo holds out the pepper spray he won in poker, handing it back over to Calvin. When Calvin comes to grab it, Mateo pulls him into a hug, which is quickly joined by the rest of the group.
We huddled together, whispered our goodbyes just in case this door would bring our end, and we opened it.
Over the course of one night, we had gone from strangers to enemies to a strange kind of family. And then we walked away. We walked away as the sun came up, with sirens in the background. The street outside was empty of traffic, and it became filled with all of us from the club, streaming through the doors.
There were people crawling out on the ground, people covered in others' blood, people carrying their friends' bodies with stone-cold faces and their eyes set straight ahead.
And the five of us lost each other in the crowd.
I was trying to get a phone signal, trying to see if my parents had called me back. They hadn't.
I was searching for Julie, searching among the bodies on the floor and in the crowd. I tried to get upstairs to our apartments, but the cops had blocked it off.
I was sucked into the rest of the force straight away. I went straight to Ted.
I was gonna look for Evan, but I saw Mateo's face, and I knew that was his job. I had to let it go. So I waited for the other bartenders. For Lucy, for Mary, for Paul, for everyone. I wanted to tell them that they meant something to me. That they were my friends, and I was sorry.
I knew he was gone. I never even got to kiss him goodbye. Selfishly, I hoped I wouldn't find his body, that they would have already taken it away, so I didn't have to see him gone. But there he was, being loaded into an ambulance, and I went to him.
As we all left, we heard the ringing of church bells throughout the streets. It was eerie, too peaceful and beautiful for the violent night that we had just endured. Everyone seemed to pause to listen. The street was frozen. Later, we learned that the bells were ringing 20 times, in solidarity for the 20 people who had died that night. We listened.
We didn't look back.